Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. Many of you are waiting for RBI Grade B 2020 notification and SEBI Grade A notification is already there. In this video, I am going to tell you how you can prepare for both of these exams. We will discuss about salary, perks, career, competition in both the exam pattern and syllabus, what is your preparation strategy and how you can get study content and questions for this exam. I will also tell you about one-time exclusive opportunity for you to get any course at iExamB just by paying 50% now. Watch the video till end. And from Monday 22nd June to 28 June Sunday, we are holding daily live classes for SEBI Grade A 2020. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Do it right now. Press the bell icon. Let me tell you the comparison of salary, perks and job profile of RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade A. I think by now you must be knowing that Grade A is assistant manager. RBI also has Grade A officer, assistant manager, while Grade B is a manager level position. In SEBI you become Grade B after promotion, but RBI is recruiting directly at Grade B. That's why the salary is slightly high, but there is not much difference after some time in the career, because for SEBI this is the highest level of recruitment. And one interesting thing I will tell you about SEBI, those who are not taking official accommodation, SEBI is giving them 35,000 rupees in your bank account, whether you stay at relative place or wherever. Your cash component becomes heavy here. In terms of other perks and allowances, as both are regulator, residential accommodation, fuel reimbursement, LFC, medical, furnishing, newspaper, internet, phone, etc., almost same at both the places. Place of posting also, because RBI headquarters is in Mumbai, SEBI headquarters is in Mumbai, and then there are regional offices in state capitals, but in RBI there are more staff in state capitals also, while SEBI it is primarily centered in Mumbai, but you are not going to get posting in small places. Work profile wise, RBI is the central bank of the country and regulation for banking, non-banking payment system. RBI has broader scope, but SEBI is regulator for capital market, securities market. It also has complete autonomy for the regulation of this sector. RBI also has operational work related to banking, related to currency management, while SEBI is purely regulatory and supervisory work. Career prospects wise, in both, this is highest level of recruitment, so you can go to the top level. You want to know more about this for RBI, watch this video by Dr. Sharma. I have taken a session with him which is on YouTube, and here it is Mr. Saran, who was whole time member of SEBI, the post below chairman, like a deputy governor in RBI, and also I have done a session with Mr. Ashutosh, who has joined as a Grade A officer. It will give you good idea. Understand the competition in these exams. The reputation of RBI is more in the market, being the central bank of the country. Therefore, competition is slightly higher in case of RBI. But SEBI is nonetheless, it's regulator of the securities and capital market. I would say in most of the SEBI department work is more technical. That is why SEBI has not made all graduate eligible, unlike RBI, in which all graduates with 60% marks are eligible. In case of SEBI, either you need master's degree or you need graduation in law, engineering or CA, CFA, CS, cost accountant. If you see vacancies in last 3 years, so including DEPR and DSIM, these are the vacancies. In general, if I talk 150, 127, 145 kind of vacancies. And here SEBI 84, it was 24 in 17, because RBI manpower wise is a bigger organization. But competition wise, you can say it is slightly tough in RBI because of the aspirations of people to join RBI, and SEBI narrows down here in the eligibility criteria also. Now coming to more important point, first understand RBI, then I will compare that with SEBI. Phase 1 exam, you have QRE, which is 60% of the exam, total 200 questions, 80 marks, 40% of the exam is general awareness. General awareness is very important also for phase 2 preparation of RBI, and compare this with SEBI. The QRE is here 38% and general awareness is 13%. In phase 1 itself, there is paper 2, which is 50%. Now understand where the focus is to be shifted for SEBI preparation. You have to just see that you cut off QRE, while in RBI you have to have reasonably good score, because in phase 1 clearing the cutoff, QRE will also play important role. It is 60% of the exam, here it is only 38% of the exam. These paper 2 preparation will help you also in phase 2 In case of SEBI, in RBI, now phase 2 is completely different from phase 1. So you have 3 papers, ESI, Descriptive English and FM. All 300 marks each, total 300 marks paper. While in SEBI, the same syllabus, commerce, accounts, management, finance, cost, companies act and economics. 6 topics makes 2/3 of the exam. Here also you have English descriptive making again 33% of the exam. I will come to the details what is there in ESI FM, where you will find a commonality with these 6 topics, and that is the point I am telling you. Why shall you appear in grade A of SEBI if your aim is to become a grade B officer in RBI? And understand every point in detail. You have seen the commonality in the phase 1 here. This is also going to be your phase 2 exam of SEBI, and which is also matching with the phase 2 preparation of RBI. This portion is common. This is the overall structure of both the exam. If you want to take a pause here and understand it well. The weightage of interview is also almost same, 14.28% and 15% in case of SEBI grade A. Primarily your selection depends on phase 2. If you crack phase 2 exam with high marks, even if you score less in interview, you are done. And I am telling you one thing which most of the people don't know: start preparing in advance. In RBI you get higher rank, your seniority is higher in the batch, so you are not losing if you clear with extra marks. That is going to be helpful for your seniority and for your future promotion in RBI. Right now most of you are preparing for SEBI. So I'll compare the syllabus of RBI and SEBI. It will give you guidance how you are preparing for SEBI, because in your SEBI preparation, your 70% of the RBI preparation is happening. When we talk about QRE and general awareness in SEBI mentions including some questions related to financial sector of easy to moderate difficulty level. In RBI, nothing is mentioned about syllabus for QRE and general awareness. But out of our experience, we know sometimes quant questions are difficult. Otherwise, it is similar to all IBPS exams. For scoring high in RBI, I have prepared these videos how to get 60 plus marks in general awareness, and the same strategy will be helpful to you in SEBI exam. For SEBI strategy, listen to Mr. Ashutosh. The video is available on the channel, and the link of these videos what I am sharing here are given in the description. And don't forget to watch part 2 and part 3 of the video for general awareness preparation, and for other sections like quant, reasoning and English, you will find more video on the channel. Coming to the illustrative syllabus given in the notification. RBI phase 2 versus SEBI paper 2. I have covered entire syllabus, understand it well. You will find most of the topics like national income, monetary and fiscal policy, balance of payment are also in SEBI. Go to this video, measurement of growth, monetary policy, latest monetary policy announcement. The link is given in the description. When you will prepare these topics, at the time of RBI, you may have to read something more about poverty alleviation, sustainable development, some history of economic reforms in India, and very basic thing about industrial policy, etc. But you have to understand what is privatization, what is economic planning, and role of international institutions, export-import policy. This is social structure, demographic trend, all this is data related, no theory is required. In fact, theory is more mentioned in the SEBI paper, like classical and Keynesian approach, employment function, consumption function, investment function, multiply accelerator, ISLM curve, business cycles, etc. But all these you have to otherwise also understand, even if not specifically mentioned in case of the RBI. If you want to development, you have to understand what is Keynesian and classical approach. In today's time, when everybody is talking about more stimulus by the government, that is a Keynesian approach. Similarly, go to more detail on finance and management paper. In case of SEBI, they have mentioned about NBFC in the syllabus, mentioned about financial market in the syllabus, and also about foreign exchange market, primary and second market of forex, money, bond, equity, similarly which is there in the RBI syllabus. You want to understand these topics, you have to go to these videos on our channel. You will understand in detail what more to study. This is about forex and about other topic in risk management, general topics. Risk management is not there in SEBI because it is related to the banking sector that you leave right now. But basics of derivative, I would say more important for SEBI. Most of the derivative market is regulated by SEBI. SEBI regulates equity and corporate bond. See, whenever you are in doubt what to study, always understand what SEBI does and what RBI does. There are so many commonalities, but there are so many clarities also, like recent development in financial sector. Most important, I am telling you. Lot of theoretical questions also come from these. Financial inclusion, same wording is mentioned here in syllabus, but I would say it is more important for RBI. Here you just understand what is financial inclusion. Alternate source of finance, more important for SEBI. The same syllabus is mentioned here. Corporate governance, here it is not mentioned. So don't think that corporate governance is not in SEBI syllabus. Big mistake, because here they have not written, but in the Concerned Companies Act, you have to go to corporate governance. In fact, it is more important for SEBI. Union budget, equally important, but now you have to understand that the last budget has lost most of its relevance. But you have to understand what is Finance Commission, what is fiscal policy, what is FRBM. This is very much in news, and syllabus is same both the place. Same is about inflation. In SEBI they have also written Phillips curve, but I know in RBI they ask questions on Phillips curve. RBI does inflation management, but you have to know what is WPI, CPI. These videos like derivatives, financial inclusion, measurement of inflation will be helpful for you to learn. Management is a low hanging fruit. In less time you can score more. Syllabus is again almost same. Only performance appraisal is not mentioned here, but performance appraisal is also important. So basic you shall cover. Rest like basics of management, process, organization, leadership style, human resource development, motivation, theories of motivations, leaderships, communications are there in both the exam. Getting the point? Preparing for SEBI, also cracking RBI grade B. I said about corporate governance, it is mentioned here under the Companies Act. Go through this video, it will help you getting the lead in the preparation. Now coming to which is extra in case of SEBI. These sections like commerce and accountancy and costing, but some concept like lean system, JIT, Kaizen costing, the concept will be helpful here in the management, some part of it, LIFO FIFO approach, and also these ratio analysis, cash flow statement. In RBI exam also you know numericals are asked. So all this preparation is not going to waste, but you have to go here as per the syllabus given in the SEBI exam. Watch this video, you will understand what kind of questions can be asked, what is important for costing in the exam, and similarly in Companies Act, only these specific sections are required, not all Companies Act, because these are the sections relevant for market listing, disclosure, where SEBI is involved. The videos on types of companies, link is given below. It will help you in understanding more. Now I am summarizing what shall be your strategy so that you are preparing for both the exam. QRE is common in both and rest of the syllabus is very similar. In RBI, focus is more on banking, money market, forex market, balance of payment, inflation management, while in SEBI it is more on equity market, corporate bond market, corporate governance, listing and disclosures. Understand what SEBI does, more important for SEBI, what RBI does, it is more important for RBI. In general awareness, in case of RBI, news related to economy is important. Of course, current affairs are there in both. In SEBI, it is more on financial sector. And English descriptive is important in both the exam. 1/3 of the phase 2 exam. We have seen that interview is 15% in both the exam. If you have not filled SEBI form yet, if you are eligible of course, then you have to apply. It will help you in RBI grade B selection because syllabus is 70-80% same and number of vacancies are low. Exam hall performance varies. It happens. I have seen myself and many other people, there is a variation in exam to exam, practice session to the real exams. Always be ready for that. 5% here and there, that can make all the difference. Sometimes more exams you appear, higher the chances of selection. Career per salary, excellent opportunity in both the case. And the interesting point is right now SEBI is announced, SEBI notification is there. So you are going to get at least 2 months gap, and when your 70-80% syllabus is same, why don't utilize this opportunity? Trust me, the real exam preparation is real exam preparation. If you appear for SEBI now, you know the real exam is going to happen and you are going to appear there. Your preparation will automatically be better. Not only for SEBI, I would also recommend you, if there are opportunities in other organizations like NABARD, IRDA, PFRDA, SIDBI, you must appear in the exam. Number of vacancies are low in all these. Syllabus is similar, so you get more chances of selection when you appear in more exam, but with sincere preparation. Without preparation, you can't clear all these exams. Now I am coming to this interesting offer by iExamB. Many students were saying right now they are not in a position to pay the full fee, so we have only for first 100 subscriptions we have announced this offer. You pay now 50% and rest you can pay in 2 installment later. You get an opportunity to get mentored by these experts faculty. Arnima Sinha, ex-grade B officer SIDBI, ex-bank PO, she has been teaching for last 10 years. Thousands of her students are in commercial bank, RBI, NABARD, SEBI, and you have been listening to me. My name is Chandra Prakash Joshi. I have worked with RBI, started as grade B officer. I have worked with Yes Bank and now full time with iExamB. And Dr. Sharma, ex-executive director of National Housing Bank, regional director of RBI, PhD from IIT Kanpur. Neha Arora, SRCC graduate, teaching you accounts and finance. Karan Sardana, teaching for last 12 years, faculty for phase 1. Prachi Agrawal has 10-year industry experience working in finance field, graduate of Hansraj College and MBA from BIMT. Mr. Abhishek Iyer, English faculty, MBA from ISB Hyderabad. Go through the course content which is prepared by these experts, and you are going to be mentored by these subject matter experts and also the faculty who have cleared these exams. You will meet them in doubt clarification session. You can discuss your personal problem in 101 discussion with the faculty. To know more, you can reach to us at 920552408. You can WhatsApp, SMS or call. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon. Good luck for your exam.